Okay, so I'm going to have a wee look at this part. Okay, so it's a support bracket. It's got two of these 10 mil holes going right through. It's got these, which are M8 by 1.25 tapped holes going right through. It's got a pocket of depth 10. Okay, and then this island profile. Okay, and then these are rod 12 here and here. Okay, so I've just created a quick 2D drawing for this, not a drawing that you'd be able to draw this from scratch. It's more just to try and help us um, do the machine in Alphacam. Okay, so the pocket depth is 10. The total depth of the part is 20. So this bit here is 10. Okay, so I've imported it to Alphacam, and the first thing I've done is drawn a rectangle around it. So that can be our billet. All right, so I'm going to um, 3D tab set materials. Okay, so I want the top to be 2, bottom to be minus 25. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is face mill. So take 2 mil off the top. So select tool, shell mills, 63 mil, facing levels and cuts. So I'm going to wrap it down to 50, safe rapid, then wrap it down to 4. Material top is 2, and it's going to finish at 0. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to take 10 mil off the top, and I want it to machine outside this portion here. Okay. So I need to create another boundary. So another rectangle. So I'm going to go to geometry rectangle. So just slightly outside our billet. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to select the 2 flute 20 mil flat end mill. For tool direction, I want it to be outside of this, and I want it to cut on center of that line. So that is the new boundary line. Okay. Then I'm going to go to pocketing. So levels and cuts, I want it to be minus 10. I'm going to select this, select that, finish. Okay, so geometries with tools in the center will be treated as soft boundaries. That's okay. Okay, so it's just machining 10 mil off the top and around that. Okay. Okay. So the next thing then I want to do is the inside of this pocket. Okay, so the pocket depth is 10. So I'm going to select a smaller tool this time. I'm going to select the 8 mil tool. Okay. And I'm going to have tool direction. I want it to be inside this. Okay. And pocketing is going to be minus 10. Okay. Okay. So if I have a look at that. So I now have my pocket. Okay. So the next thing I want to do then is I want to pilot drill these holes. Okay. So I'm going to select the 3 mil drill, which is here. And I'm going to drill, and I want it to be drilling. Okay. Okay, so material top is going to be minus 10. We've taken 10 mil off, and we're going to go down 3 mil. Okay. Like that, 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 that. Finish. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to drill the 10 mil hole. So I'm going to select a 10 mil drill. Okay, for these two holes, going to be drill, and it's going to be packing this time. Okay, so it's going to be -25 going right through the billet, and I want it to be the drill shoulder, not the drill tip. Okay, so it's going to go right through. Pack distance, I'm going to say 10. Okay, and I'm going to select that and that. Okay. Okay, and if I go to bottom view, you can see that there are 3 holes. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is drill these holes here, these two. So select tool. Okay, so I don't think we have, so it's a 1.25 M8 by 1.25 tap. So the hole diameter would be 6.75. We don't have a 6.75 drill, so I'm going to go with a 6.5. Okay, and I'm going to pick drill packing again. Okay, and there are 3 holes, so we're going to pick -25 and shoulder, and pick that and that. Finish. Okay, it's going to say the tool diameter is different. Okay, so I'm just on operation by operation here. So after each operation, you press play again, just so that if you want to slow something down and see it better. Okay, so if I go to bottom, those should all be 3 holes. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to tap those holes. So I'm going to select tool, taps. So hopefully there's an M8, yeah, by 1.25. Okay. So drill, and this time it's tapping. Okay. So it's again going to be -25. Pack distance is 10. Okay, so that's those. Okay. So the next thing I want to do then is this outside profile here. Okay. So I'm going to use a 12mm tool. So flat 12 to start with. Okay. Rougher finish. So I'm going to be wrap it down. Starting material top at -10. Okay, because we've taken 10 off already. And end is going to be -20. So we're going to 20. Number of cuts, I have 3. Okay, so stock to be left, we're going to leave 1mm. Number of cuts, 2. Initial stock, 20. Okay, didn't do tool direction. So I need to be outside of this. Okay, and rougher finish. Okay. So now if I simulate, Okay, so you can see that we have done that. So now I'm going to finish. I'm going to leave no stock, so I'm going to choose a smaller. I'm going to pick the 10 mil. Tool direction has to be outside. Rougher finish. Okay, so I want it to be one cut this time and zero stock to be left. Okay. Okay. So now, although it doesn't show in the model that there is a chamfer here, I'm going to just add one. So I'm going to put on a 30-degree chamfer this time and just show you. Okay. So I'm going to first of all go to edit and I want to offset. So it's going to be a 1 mil chamfer. So I need to offset, okay, a 1 mil and geometry. So this time I'm going to offset this outer line, but I want to offset it in this time, not out. So in, okay. And then I'm going to go to machine, select tool, engraving. So this time I'm going to pick a 30-degree chamfer. Okay. Then rougher finish. Okay. So this one, material top is going to be 0. And final depth is going to be -2. Okay. And I'm going to pick the inner line. Okay, so you can see there, it's just a shame that it's an orange. Okay, so that's not actually what I wanted. So I'm going to delete that. So go with this. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Tool direction. So I need it to be on center of that. Okay. So when I went tool direction there, I picked on center of that line, the inner line. Okay, so -2. Pick that. Finish. Okay.